Johnny Bones.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with the baseball team? Do you know what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Big changes on the front, the business side.
Oh, big changes.
Dan St. Peter stepping down. It's a pretty significant change for the organization. And seeing Derek Falvey end up taking over that side is going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's how long has he been? I mean, a long time, right? How long was he in that position?
He's been with the organization since, 1990, something like that. I think he's been in that position basically since the bill was passed for Target Field, which was 2007.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's been overseeing things. So
Falvey's moving up the ladder, and then they hired some 16-year-old kid to be GM.
No, they did not. Jeremy Zoll has been in that organization now for several years as the assistant GM. So I think he was one of two I would say potential candidates to move up into that position. So
I hear he's a good dude. My sources say he's a good dude.
He's a good dude. So is the other guy who was potentially one, Dan Adler. So
speaking of Minnesota Twins, Johnny Bones.
Yes, sir.
Making his initials debut on Friday, and I don't think he's ever been on the Power Trip Morning Show before.
Steve Lombardozzi.
Absolutely not.
Bernard Berrien.
Kirby Puckett.
Former All-Star Glenn Perkins makes his initials debut on
say
Friday.
Hi to Glenn for me. Yes.
Yeah, Glenn Perkins.
Yes.
Love his restaurant.
Glenn's? Is that the name of it, Glenn's?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I've been told he is familiar with the game and listens, so my guess is he might do okay.
Yes.
Maybe not as good as Chris Hardwick did last Friday, but we'll see what Glenn Perkins can do on Friday.
How did Chris Hardwick do last Friday?
He won.
He won.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
In overtime versus Saucy. Dramatic win. And what a good dude that guy seemed to be.
Yeah, great dude.
Is he the first celebrity player that won? The guest player that won?
Well,
it's got to be.
He's also got to be one of two
Pelissero?
first timers, right? Because Gleeman won his first time.
That's a good point.
Pelissero, I think, didn't he win his first time?
Yeah, but I know what Max is asking. True, quote, celebrities, not sports people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Max
and Gleeman isn't a celebrity.
No. And Pelissero is, but I'm saying, Tom's Tom. Right? You know what I'm saying? Tom's not Chris Hardwick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What?
Let's do Wild News presented by our friends at Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst.
Here we go.
Yep. Let's hope we have a couple of catalysts tonight, although St. Louis isn't very good. Wild at St. Louis tonight, 7 o'clock. I believe it's right here on the Fan. I don't know the schedule. I don't get those emails anymore. Yeah, right away.
I can't see that far. Can you see
It
that
is.
It is.
Yep, it is.
The Wild have 3 straight games on the road, but let's get it started tonight against St. Louis, who have lost 5 of 6.
Fuck up. I mean, come on.
Whoa.
Pat.
So there we go. Wild are 11-3-3. That's a fantastic start for a Wild squad.
It's been a great run.
Thanks,
Good for
Catalyst.
them.
All right, back to what really matters.
He's got a point.
And what really matters is this.
Okay, cool. No burp syndrome is a condition where the cricopharyngeus muscle doesn't relax, preventing air from leaving the stomach. It leads to bloating and flatulence and can be treated with Botox. Don't they have to inject your whatever part of your body with what is it that is Botox?
Botox kills things, right? Or so
isn't it like a dead form of?
Yeah, it's
Isn't it?
so that must make the whatever muscle relax. Is the point, right?
Yeah.
scales. What is
Fish scales? No, it's like a. What the hell's the word?
Fish scales is what Trey Anastasio plays on guitar.
Well played. Proud of you for knowing the name.
I didn't know it until they referenced it a couple times on The Office.
What's Botox?
Botox? What is it? It's a brand name for a drug that's used to treat a variety of health conditions.
Cool. What is it?
It's a small injection into the muscles.
All of this we know. Chris is asking, what is injected inside
what
your
do they put in
face?
Isn't it some kind of? Max, will you look it up?
It's made from a toxin produced by the bacteria
It's a toxin.
Clostridium botulinum.
Yeah, he was the guy who predicted the future.
That sounded like Sauce was trying to cast a spell.
It's the same. It's basically the same toxin that causes botulism.
Okay, that's what I. Thank you.
What?
Could you read that again and do you have a pen or a pencil over there?
No.
Could you just pretend that you have a wand in your hand and then do that again and then read that? Go.
Botulism.
Not botulism, the other part. The clandestine Santa Claus part.
Botox is a toxin produced by the bacterium Clostridium botulinum.
I'm melting.
Nope, the spell didn't work. You're still an idiot.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a knucklehead. Oh, hey, I did like you waving the imaginary wand, though. That was...
Yeah, put your hands down, Tommy. At 3-7, the Cowboys are falling apart, but according to Jerry Jones, he still believes that Mike McCarthy has the locker room, that they still believe in McCarthy.
Who cares?
Who cares?
He did say that he fired Chan Gailey or something.
Chan Gailey,
but he has fired a coach in season before, and he says he regretted that. So he heavily leaned towards tipping his hand that he might fire him, but it sounds like it won't be in season.
That's the exact opposite of a vote of confidence.
That just means you're canned at the end of the year.
I'm going to fire him eventually, but not enough to do anything.
Right, but that's probably true that he's saying I regretted firing him in season. So yeah, he's going to clean house at the end of the year. But again, at what point is Jerry going to look in the mirror and go, I'm a terrible general manager? Right, I shouldn't have this job. But I get when you own the team, you get to do whatever you want. It's your money. Paul, your hands up. Are you casting a spell or do you have a question?
I have a question.
Hakuna Matata!
It's going to be Dion, right?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
That'd be pretty sweet.
No.
That'd be sweet.
That's something Jerry would do.
That is the most Jerry move of all time.
Correct.
Even if it doesn't make sense, it is something that Jerry would do.
I don't know why it don't make sense. I mean, he's having success. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Is he?
Damn right he is.
Sure.
You've been in Egypt, you don't know.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, they're...
Everything's doing great
got a
on him
good
except
setup.
his toes.
Yeah.
Winning the Big 12.
Yeah.
But would he go to Dallas unless he can get his son to go with him?
I mean, they're currently picking 9th. But you'd have to... What are you going to do? Move on from Dak?
They owe him a ton of money.
Correct. You can't... Right. Even Jerry won't write that check.
What really matters, though, is this.
The antelope is not a term for a specific African animal. It's a common collective name for several species of horned animals, some of which are not closely related. So an antelope is not a single animal.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
That's why I'm here, bitches.
That's sweet hogs, Daddy.
Thank you. I just knew it off the top of my head.
You're very smart.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to think of all the things I used to shoot in Big Buck Hunter. And what qualifies as an antelope. Because I shot them all.
Gee.
Well, it's a video game.
You good shot?
I was pretty solid at Casper's in Egan back in the day playing Big Buck Hunter.
Yeah.
It's my dad's spot.
Yeah, I used to be there a lot with my friends John and Christine before it burned down. Remember when Casper's burned down?
Yeah, that
there
is
was a fire.
Is that right?
And I think they fixed it up, and I believe it's back up and running.
It burned down?
But yeah, upstairs at Casper's, they used to have like, all the hits. All the hits, but specifically Big Buck Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you go get some grub and grab some popcorn or whatever and shoot some fake deer.
Yeah.
Bar
And
popcorn
antelopes.
is the best.
It's the best.
Yeah, the best.
The bathroom.
Even though everybody's grubby DBs have been all over it.
Interesting.
It's still good.
Ain't nobody got grubbier DBs than you.
No, it's obviously you.
Man, now I want to play
haven't
Big
stopped
Buck Hunter.
masturbating.
I think if I ever went full on Josh Baskin on it and just turned my house into the apartment from Big, I think Big Buck Hunter would be on my list. I know Hawk's infatuated with pinball machines right now, which I would want a pinball machine or two as well, but I would want Buck Hunter, Golden Tee.
And the thing with buying arcades is, like you said, you have to go all out. You got to have more than one because you'd get super bored with it.
And they're crazy expensive. It's hard to rationalize, well, I can spend a couple $100s on a console and play any game I want, or spend $4,000 on one arcade game.
Right.
That's hard to, unless you just, again, hit the lottery or back into a ridiculous amount of money somehow.
Right.
It just seems egregious.
Just figure you want to spend all your money before it's all over.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah, like this original NBA Jam, just the original first one, not even tournament edition, $3,000.
Oof.
You know, I think we've talked about this before. I believe there's a service where you can
Rent them?
rent a pinball machine and they'll like switch it out every few months.
Yeah. And I think it's the
That's a
same
pretty
thing
good
with
idea.
arcades. Because I
Pretty good
think, is it the guy that owns Up Down or the company that owns Up Down, I think owns this arcade bit in Iowa where they just rent arcades all over the country. Hawk, will you buy me this NBA Jam machine?
If you'll shut your mouth.
I will be quiet for the rest of the show if you buy this for me.
Or they got a big Buck Hunter Deluxe Edition, $5.99 at Kohl's.
Well, so they have Golden Tee, Pac-Man, Buck Hunter. They have all those things at like Costco too.
Arcade One
but they're
or whatever
small.
they're called. Yeah, they're tiny.
Right? They're like the half cabinets. And it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Right?
Yeah, Best Buy sells them, yeah.
If I was Peter Dinklage, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's do this.
Right.
I think that's very, very weird.
I agree with you.
Dinklage kicks
You
ass.
could have one arcade game, the original thing, full arcade, full cabinet. What would it be?
Probably
Women?
Street Fighter. One of the Street Fighters.
Yeah.
Street
with
Fighter
that.
2, probably. I mean, Simpsons is in play, but NBA Jam is in play.
On the
But
road again.
Never
Simpsons
played that
was
one.
super
Pat.
fun.
The Simpsons one is all time.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Paperboy, man.
I tried to get the people down the hall to let me buy the Galaga and Ms. Pac-Man
You're so
machine out here,
rich.
and they wouldn't let me do it. I'm like, I'll buy it from you.
Just take it.
It's no one ever uses it. Just let me buy it.
You want him to just take it?
Yeah,
Does it
just
even
take
work?
it.
Do you think I should just take it?
Yeah, just say, you know what? This is squatters' rights. It's mine.
Okay, so squatters' rights, because it's in the break room. It hasn't been plugged in months. It just sits there dark. There's no reason for it to still be here. I wanted to buy it. You're saying claim squatters' rights and just take it.
But first you have to, climb it,
You have to sit on it. for a
squat
while.
on it.
Oh.
That's the way that works, I think. Pretty sure that's the way it works.
Squatters' rights, also known as... not now. Also known as adverse possession, is a legal doctrine that allows someone to claim ownership of a property without purchasing it.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne.
See, even Robert Osborne gets it.
I'm thinking about signing Ron Jeremy's name on one of those guitars down there and seeing how long it is till somebody knows.
I mean, nobody.
Never.
Who's signing?
Nobody even knows what autographs are on those guitars, right? There's no way of knowing.
It's probably Abbott.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what iHeart did back in the day when they first put, 5? I think it's about 5 guitars right in the entryway here that are kind of mounted on the wall, and they're autographed by somebody. I wonder if they just had a promotions like street team or go, could you just fake like 20 autographs and make it look like it's you too? But it's really just part-time workers.
Class.
This must be the entire Rolling Stones. No, it's
No, it's
Francis.
and Nick Madden.
Yep.
It's signed by the Edger.
The Edger. That's Tommy Olson.
I don't think he edges.
This doesn't say Bono. It says Boner. Boner and the Edger. Tommy and Ed.
This show's dumb. Emily, if you're listening, just let me buy the freaking Galaga machine. Just name your price, for God's sakes. Blank check. I just want it. Marney's here. John Bonus is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Oh, now Marnie's joined the show. Ho, 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 ho. Marnie joined the show. Ho, ho. Marnie joined the show. Ho.
I hope this is a Christmas reference.
Marnie joined the show. Ho, ho. Ho, ho. Marnie joined the show. Ho, ho. You're the ho, ho, ho. Marnie, ho, ho, ho.
Wow.
It's Christmas time and she brings presents. What's in your blouse? Oh.
What's in your...
Ho, ho, ho.
I'm sorry, Marnie.
Ho, ho.
I don't know why you have to put up with us.
Mother listens to this show.
Oh.
You probably will bring presents to Shields in a couple weeks, right?
know it.
Toys for Tots.
Yes, sir.
Shields. What is that, December 3rd or something?
It's
I think it's the 3rd.
Tuesday, I
Johnny
believe.
brought his balls.
The 3rd.
Egypt. And Johnny brought his balls home. All the way from Egypt town. And he brought an asp in his pants. A little tiny asp. It's a little baby ass. In his pants, right boy, boy. And Johnny brought his ass from the knee.
It sounded like you said little baby ass.
Hey, Booney,
Yes,
did
sir.
you know this about the pyramids and the planets? Did you happen to see it was last night? Mercury, Venus,
Was it
and Saturn
Gatorade?
were above the pyramids at Giza?
Giza. Yeah,
take a pill.
that's in
It
Cairo.
is happening tonight. It happens once every 2,373
missing
years.
it.
Look at this photo of Mercury, Venus, and Saturn directly above the points
lined up.
of the pyramid. Did you hear people talking about this and it would be attracting tourist folk?
I did not see that. I did not hear anybody talking about that.
It happens every 2,300 years.
It sees like you can just.
And you missed it!
It seems like you can just kind of move around and then they wouldn't be over the pyramids exactly. Like,
Every 2,300 years, Zach comes to work. Every 2,300 years, Zach is here. Every 2,300 years, and he comes in town.
Whoa.
And he does his thing, and then he goes on vacation again. Every 2,300 years.
Where's Zacho?
I saw a clip on Instagram of Clip, CLIP.
I was going to say you got the same algorithm as me, brother.
And it was from Canadian Family Feud. I guess, whatever. Every country has their own version, but it was Canadian Family Feud. And the question was, name a planet bigger than Earth. And the guy says, the sun. Oh. And the host starts making fun of him. He's like, the sun's not a planet. He goes, yeah, it is. And he's like, no, it isn't. And the guy's like, well, no, but it is, though. And he, no, it's not. And then he starts backtracking a little bit. He goes, well, but some people are going to think that it is. And the guy's like, no, they won't.
No, they won't.
And then he goes, survey says, and 6 people had said the sun.
Oh, my.
And the host looks right at the camera. He's like, basically, shame on you, Canada. What's wrong with you? 6 people out of 100 said that the sun is a bigger planet than Earth. 6.
wow.
So just when you think America's dumb, don't forget other countries are dumb too.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're all dumb.
How was the host of Canadian Family Feud?
He seems fine.
Steve Harvey
His
like?
name's Jerry or something. Jer Bear was not happy about the guests of the sun.
Is he greater than the sun?
This guy was not. He was convinced that it was a planet. He goes, how is it not? Well, I don't know. It isn't. It's a star. Anyway.
That's a hot one.
Yep. 6 people said the sun. Are you greater than the sun? Time for the news.
This is
Great
KFAN News with Chris Hockey.
Brought to you by Carboni's.
Thanks, Carboni's.
Yeah, good to know. Thank you, Carboni's. Marge, you like pizza, right?
Yeah.
Noted.
What kind of pizza you like, Marnes?
Thin crust, always. Preferably more of a cracker crunch as opposed to like a chewy.
Gotcha.
That's my favorite arcade game.
Brilliant.
That's what he calls Grand Theft Auto.
That's what he calls Rampage.
Brilliant. Oh, great line.
You want to play Rampage? You mean Cracker Crunch?
That's what I call eating with my coworkers.
It's racist.
Genius.
Anyway,
So thin crust
Hawaiian.
with Cracker Crunch.
yeah.
Hawaiian
And Hawaiian, I love lots of cheese.
Okay.
I prefer honky huff.
I wish saltine crackers were just good for you. I crush
It can't be that
saltines.
bad.
Yeah, they can't.
How
Let's
many
look it
go
up.
eat?
A whole sleeve. I have OCD when it comes to sleeves of food. We've talked about this.
For sure.
Yeah,
Thin
it's
mints.
so bad, I bet.
Do you
Well,
like
they-
Thin Mints?
Like if
They
someone just put a
make-
sweatshirt
The whole
full of
sleeve.
salami,
Okay.
you just...
They make like the short stack.
Yeah, one saltine cracker has 42 calories.
Ain't
Either
so
way.
bad.
So how many crackers do you think are an entire sleeve? About 30?
40.
One cracker is 42 calories.
Yeah.
I would have thought more like 20.
Cracker.
Same. Yeah.
15 to 20. Ooh, that's
How many in a sleeve? Because
The
I
old
can't,
classic
I can't tell you how
full-
many times I've gone full sleeve
It's
with
gotta
ice
be
cold
30 or
butter as
40.
well.
with what?
Ice cold butter. Oh, my
And
gosh,
how do you
it's the
get
best.
ice cold butter onto a cracker?
With a knife?
Chisel?
No, it's just the best. My grandma used to do that. She taught me how to play solitaire, and then she had saltines and butter, and it's the best. Paul, your hands
so you
up.
don't spread it.
Woodhawk,
Well, yeah, she liked to play cards.
40 to 50. It all depends.
So somewhere in the 1,600 to 2,000 calories plus the butter. Plus the butter. That's what I call a late afternoon snack.
Give her hell.
It's so good. That's why I don't eat saltines, because I eat the whole sleeve.
They are
I
good.
don't have time for that.
Sleeves
So good.
I'm telling you, they make it's probably a third of the size, maybe even a fourth of your classic long sleeve.
That's not enough.
Ritz does the same thing.
Yeah, that's
short
not
stacks
enough.
or
They make
whatever.
them
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and it's genius because either you have OCD and you're going to eat the whole wrapper, or once you open it, those things are not going to stay fresh.
No, that's why you have to eat the
Because
whole
there's no
sleeve.
easy way to
Point.
close.
There's
the
no
cracker
shortcut
sleeve.
home, right, Hawk?
That's like you open a pint of ice cream. That some bitch is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
puts
That's
it
'cause
back?
you eat it.
All
How
of it.
about licorice? How do you
Whoa.
ever close a bag of licorice? Because
Yeah,
in order
so
to
good.
get it out, and obviously we're all eating brown Twizzlers because those are the best.
Brown?
Chocolate, yeah.
What?
There's such
No.
things as chocolate
Alien?
Twizzlers?
No.
I've
Brown
never heard of
chocolate
such-
licorice? Gross.
I think you're
Red
colorblind.
only.
Thing.
I think you're
is
high.
the superior
I think you got those out of a porta john.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you kidding
Share
me?
it with
There's
white.
red licorice,
Yeah, that's the only
And-
licorice to eat.
black, which is unacceptable, and not
Disgusting.
I'm sorry about the Cracker Crunch thing, Mark.
So hang on, she is advocating for the browns, just not the blacks. Love the browns.
Love it.
No, the best kind is the Australian kind.
That is
That's
correct
the
as
best
well.
Kind.
That's Sauce's best take of all
Woodgie or
time.
whatever?
Like
What's
the
it called?
Wily Wallaby.
Yeah,
Yes,
the best.
the best.
And the best gummy bears are the Black Forest gummy bears.
Well, it's not-
Hands down.
I don't know
the
about
best.
that, but the
They are
Wily
the
Wallaby
best,
licorice
for
is
sure.
elite.
Jesus.
Well, I'll bring in a bag of chocolate licorice, and you will all thank me later. It's delicious.
No, I'm not having that.
And it's, how have you not seen it?
Oh.
It's
I've never
It's
heard of
right
that. I'm
there.
kidding you not. I've never seen it in my life.
I don't know what you're
that
talking about.
You could be
shocks
making that
me. That shocks me.
Is this a North Dakota thing?
Oh, right here. Yeah, I've
it's-
never seen that before in my life.
That's where I learned to love it.
You guys had
I'm not
regular
eating
I swear
red
to God, I
Twizzlers,
did not
Yes,
know
we
this
did.
existed.
I didn't either.
I'm telling you right now, I did not
You're looking
know.
at the
I've never seen
bag.
this.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
yeah, right
man,
here.
that shocks me.
I never knew that was a thing.
I'm going to tell you right now, that looks delish.
Yeah, it's very good.
I'm buying some right now.
I don't like
almost called you a B word. I didn't
for
mean
some
to.
reason,
What?
like the classic red licorice, the
Jesus
strawberry,
Christ,
I don't
Mike.
love.
Oh,
But
man.
nibs, which are
Whoa.
nibs,
God.
or the Twizzler bites,
Rosie,
which
relax.
are cherry, I like.
Yeah, those
Why
are great.
do I even come in?
I don't know.
don't know.
Those
I'm
are
just
great.
talking about Twizzlers.
Yeah, little ones. Yeah, so good.
Rosie just texted me. He said, is it true if I bring diapers, somebody will give me brown nibs?
Jeez, Rosie.
So I guess he wants diapers. Marnie, you going to show up to Sauce's shower today?
Yeah, just found out about
Oh,
it
okay.
while driving here, and you guys were talking about it, and I thought, I think, would it be something I'm welcomed to?
Yeah,
I wasn't invited. but-
your admission pass is diapers. You
Yeah,
bring
I
diapers,
can
then
do
you
that.
get canes.
Yeah.
Got to
Yeah.
have diapers, though, for a kid.
Yeah. Have you ever tried the cloth? I hear they're great.
Oh, my God. Freaking
No,
Angie
but you know
losing her
what?
mind.
I politely asked Sauce, do you and Kelly have a preferred brand? Because some people truly are a little bit anal about, Huggies are better than Pampers.
Yeah.
They said no.
Well, based
So-
on this, they're going to get 56 different brands
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I
56
know.
different sizes. So it is going to be, Kel's going to get super comfortable with one, and then she's going to
move
have
on.
stacks of other diapers that
Yeah.
are not that brand, and then what are we going to do with them? I'm here for the canes, right?
Well,
Let's just call a spade a spade.
You're not here for the friendship?
What now?
Orange Pop and Key Lime Twizzlers. Have you had those?
Orange Pop sounds incredible.
What happened to him? Didn't he used to
Orange
call in?
Pop
He's in the
creamsicle.
weeds.
I'm getting some of
Oh,
those
yeah,
too.
right here.
Oh, I
I'm
love a cream.
That sounds good.
Yeah, will you
order
buy
some
me?
of those.
Hey, they're filled.
Hey, the adults are talking.
Sorry.
John Bonus, you're quiet. Do you have a strong licorice take or not?
I'm basically a red licorice only guy, but I haven't really been exposed to the variety
get
of
over here.
the variety of Twizzlers that are
I'll
available.
expose you
Saucy.
to brown.
Saucy, the sour apple or whatever, the green, no,
Elite.
maybe green and purple, the
Elite.
green and grape,
All of
like
them.
Wily Wallaby licorice is
Elite.
the best.
Yes.
What about
The best.
rainbow licorice? I wonder. Anybody ever heard that?
Isn't He gone?
Where would you find? Is that like an Amazon
He's on
product?
Amazon.
Yeah, I'm on
Right?
Amazon right now. Yeah.
How much do you have in your
Because
cart?
I've truly never seen those in any
Yeah.
store. What you're talking about, the orange whip and the
Yeah. Whoa.
I'm buying them right now.
Dorn?
The chocolate one you're talking about, that sounds like something you would get at Fleet Farm, right? That Fleet Farm has it in their candy aisle.
Derek over there works
Target,
at Fleet Farm.
Walgreens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or the yellow barn.
Yeah, no doubt. The giant candy store in Jordan
Didn't
definitely
they move
has
that?
it. No.
No, it's-
they were
it's-
going to move it, but only like across the,
across
street.
the street.
It wasn't going to like a different town or anything. I encourage you next time you're in, Target, Walgreens, Cub,
Sex World.
just look
Sex World has
and you'll
licorice?
see it and you'll go, how did I never
Hello.
see that before?
All right, I'm getting free 2-day delivery on.
Wait, buy more.
What flavor are you ordering?
I'm doing chocolate and orange pop.
In the weeds?
So we'll have it on
taste
Friday.
test. Yep.
And I'm telling you, you need a large gallon-sized Ziploc to store any leftovers because there ain't no way you getting
Got to keep it
full
fresh.
pieces of licorice out of a bag and then sealing up that bag.
Well said.
You said that well.
So
That was a free commercial
right.
for Ziploc.
pro tip.
Whoa.
Ooh. What now?
Oh, tip.
Pro tip.
This has been the news.
How did we get started on licorice?
She said something crazy about chocolate licorice, and we all.
How did we get on
No,
chocolate
but why-
licorice?
I don't want them to be filled. I don't like my
No,
my
get the
licorice to be
filled ones. I want to try them.
Why don't you buy them?
Yeah,
You'll
once you
buy
get
'em
off
for
your
me.
dead ass and buy some.
You'll buy them for
God,
me,
we
right?
have to get you diapers and licorice? This is insanity.
Hawk, will you buy me some?
I already did.
Yeah, thanks. By the way.
Oh, man.
In that description of the orange dream, I say this carefully and I mean it literally, and I am genuinely curious. What is it filled with?
Button bar.
Because I don't know about like licorice with filling.
Yeah, that sounds
Sure.
gross.
It's usually a vanilla filling.
Yeah, it's hold please. It's filled with orange cream pop flavor.
And is the licorice itself also orange cream pop?
I would assume.
Yeah.
The color is orange.
And my computer went away.
Okay.
Oh, where'd it go?
Well, I'll
See you
be
later.
curious to try that.
All right.
Well, Friday will be fun.
Yeah, it's on its way.
We're going to make Glenn Perkins try all of this licorice and see what he thinks. He'll be the tiebreaker.
Proceed.
Marnie, you know him a little bit from your days at FanDuel?
Oh, yeah. Perk?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I've worked with him many times.
Many a
on
time.
Twins game. He is a Twins games. He is a very good analyst. Yeah,
Right on.
and a good guy.
Well, we'll get to meet him
He'll
on
be fun.
Friday. Yeah. You won't get to meet him. You've already known him.
Right, but I'll give him a hard time.
How do you think he'll do?
He's pretty dumb, so
How?
I think
What up, sus?
Hi, buddy.
no, because he knows the game and listens often. I bet he gets 2.
A couple. Okay.
I bet he gets 1 or 2. Yeah, that'll be fun.
When we come back, Sauce, you're going to do some sports. Johnny Bones, can you stick around or you got to go?
Will do.
I can stick around a little bit.
Bones Farm.
Are you going to come back for the shower at 10:30 with the diapers?
Yeah, now I've got to come back for the shower at 10:30, and I got to come back Friday to have the brown licorice. Apparently, so yeah, I guess I work here now.
Well, you're going to be gone for 3 weeks when you go to Australia. Spend some time with us.
Fair point.
This is the holidays with us,
Fair point.
and you're going to be gone. Sauce walks us through sports after this. Power Trim Morning Show on the Fan.
KFAN and the Minnesota Vikings will be live from Shields in Eden Prairie on Tuesday, December 3rd for our annual Toys for Tots broadcast presented by Unreal. We'll be collecting donations for Toys for Tots from 5:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and need your help. You'll have the chance to enter to win great Vikings prizes, all while seeing your favorite shows live. Be sure to join us at Shields in Eden Prairie, benefiting Toys for Tots. More info at KFAN.com, keyword toys.
Every now and again, I like to do something for you listeners out there and promote a product that I don't don't endorse. Just something that I've used and I love. And I was telling these fellers over here, if you are a side sleeper like I am, the Pillow
yes.
Cube is the greatest pillow I've ever used, ever. I can't even tell you. I've tried so many pillows, because I'm a side sleeper. I bought one of these 5-inch pillow cubes. It is the greatest thing I've done.
Is
for
it
my
meant
neck.
for under your? Okay, I was just going to say your
Under
head or
yeah.
under like your
under your
arm?
head. I can't believe how good these work. I love it so much. Pillow cube is what it's called.
Why?
I don't know. I just read on a review because I was like, man, I got to do something about my neck. And I read a review I just typed in best pillow for side sleepers. And this thing popped up. The reviews were off the wall. I went on Amazon. They were only like $40 or something like that. I bought 2 of them. Wham. Greatest thing I've ever done for me.
I'm ordering one right now.
Is it very, very firm or soft? Like I took a look at it. It's like a 5-inch foam pillow, right?
I'd say it's pretty firm.
Which one did you get, Hogs?
I just got the side cube, the one that's $49.99.
Mm-hmm. There's a knee cube, an ice cube.
Oh.
Yeah.
And a super side sleeper system.
Yeah. All I know about is I can't talk to you about the rest of them, but that side cube is it is my jam.
Okay,
I
it
am
looks
so pleased
like
with
a
it.
solid block.
I know.
Rectangle
of foam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're telling me,
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm a side sleeper.
Yeah, I am too.
Same.
I am interested.
Yeah.
I'll do
I'm buying
anything to
one
get
right
some
now.
sleep.
I'm a terrible sleeper. Pay for shipping? What is this nonsense?
You have to log in.
I am. Hogs, will you buy me one?
I already did.
Thanks, buddy. Boy.
You're welcome.
Sauce, stop buying pillows for a second and tell Marney what happened in sports, please.
I can do that.
And bonus, he cares.
He does.
He missed like 2 weeks of sports.
Fast 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
The Texans ended week 11 by smoking the Cowboys 34-10. Mixon had a monster night with 3 touchdowns. The Texans are 7-4. The Cowboys are 3-7. They're 0-5 at home this season.
Yeehaw.
Duh.
Why are you on that?
I just hate the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
What?
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Week 12 starts with the Steelers and the Browns at 7:15.
Popcorn fart.
The Steelers are 3.5-point favorites, and the over/under is 35.5.
Steelers are legit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
They just smothered the
you're right.
Ravens.
They've done everything to show that they're legit in the same way the Vikings have done everything to show they're legit. I still have trouble believing that they're legit.
They've won 2 games this season without scoring an offensive touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they
that's why I think they're not. That's why I have trouble believing in them.
On DraftKings, the favorite to win the Super Bowl is the Detroit Lions at plus 320. Who is more likely to win the Super Bowl according to DraftKings, the Steelers or the Vikings?
Gotta be the Steelers.
Yeah, it's got to be the
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They got Russell now.
Well, and the NFC's just got the Detroit Lions
To win it
Right.
Or go
to
to
win
it.
the Super Bowl.
to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, then
Everybody shut
Pittsburgh.
up by the Detroit Lions on the NFC
They
side.
got the Chiefs shutting out the AFC. By that logic.
I would guess 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all in the AFC.
Buffalo,
Right?
Baltimore.
Well, just because
Very close.
Marney.
yeah.
What?
Buffalo.
Buffalo!
So the Lions are the favorite,
Yeah.
followed closely by the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
Then the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo.
Then the Philadelphia Eagles are fourth.
Okay, I'm wrong. All right.
Then, despite the Steelers just beating them, the Ravens are still fifth at 9-1. Then the Steelers are sixth at 18-1, followed by the Vikings and Packers at 20-1.
Packers shouldn't.
No,
They shouldn't be up there.
Agreed. Strange.
no, they're not that good.
Anyway,
They've only lost
Steelers.
3 games, right?
Yeah, but
Jordan Love has thrown an interception,
Yeah.
I think, every single game.
yeah, thank God they paid him. Let's see here. The Gophers,
What, real quick, what are the 40? Do you have the 49ers?
49ers are 22-1.
they're 5-5.
They're 5-5, but they're going to win that division, right?
Arizona might.
They just lost
I mean,
to Seattle.
No, I know.
And
but
now
they're-
Bosa and Purdy are both banged up, too. So
are
they're
they?
on the old injury report, too.
Okay.
So it's going south fast.
it feels to me like they're going to get a home that they probably still win that division. Like it's They're lucky in that nobody has separated themselves in that division. It's 6-4, 5-5, right?
Arizona's won 4 straight. Arizona's a hot team.
Yeah, but they're not
Like
good.
Hansel.
Yeah.
But they're not good. I mean,
Okay.
right? Does anybody believe the Cardinals are going to... Where are the Cardinals on that list? 30-1, 40-1?
40-1.
Yeah.
All right, bonus. Sorry.
Same odds as the Commanders.
There are 30 teams in the NFL, and they're 40-1. So...
Okay. Sorry I brought it up.
It's your turn again.
Where was I? The Gophers battle Penn State this Saturday at 2:30, pregame at 12:30. The Gophers are 6-4. Penn State is 9-1. And depending on what website you look at, Penn State is either an 11.5 or 12-point favorite.
Scooch.
The Wild battle the Blues tonight at 7. The Wild are 11-3-3. The Blues are 8-10-1. Game time is 7 p.m. right here on The Fan.
Scooch.
All right.
The Wolves battle the now 3-12 Raptors on Thursday at 6:30. Marnes, your Wolves are 8-6, and they should be heavy favorites on Thursday.
Oh, man, no kidding. The Raptors have lost, I think, 7 straight, but they have 2 total wins. Scotty Barnes is out with like an orbital fracture, I want to say. It's just a mess in Toronto. But the Wolves, consecutive exhilarating wins, an overtime win in Sacramento, and then the buzzer beater, thanks to Julius Randle, on Sunday afternoon against the Suns. So I'm hoping that lit the fire. You got to win that game in Toronto. You have to win that game in Toronto. And then it's Boston. It's the Celtics in Boston on Sunday.
Paul,
Yes,
your
Paul?
hands up.
Besides the one she said, can hockey name 2 Toronto Raptors of all time?
I think we've done this. I know we can get one.
One for sure.
One
Well,
for
one
sure.
for sure. But can he get 2? 2's the number.
I don't think so. I think we've done this exact bet. And I'm sure I won. Because I win these bets all
'Cause
the
it was
time. It's the only
one or
bet I
two?
win.
I think he can. How many guesses does he have?
We just
Can't get one wrong.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just the one.
Yeah, it's just one.
Yeah. All right. We don't have a bet, Chris, but give it a shot. All-time Toronto Raptors, go. By the way, do nicknames count?
No.
That might struggle. That might add to the struggle on the first one.
So we can't say that guy that dribbles? And he's good at
No.
dribbling? And he's good at dribbling a basketball? No.
Man, it might even be one based on his hesitation.
Oh,
Bum, 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 bum.
Tracy McGrady.
That's one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
there
the
we
one
go.
I thought you would
No,
get.
there we go.
That's
Wow.
weird.
Tracy
That's
McGrady
found money
and
now.
I can see the dude's face. He's like the most famous Toronto Raptor since dinosaur times.
Yep.
I can see his face. Oh man, it's right there. Oh man, I could draw a picture of him.
I wish you would.
Wouldn't be a good one. Oh crap! I don't know. I'm gonna let you down. What's the guy's name?
Really?
What's the guy's name?
We thought you would get Vinsanity.
That's him.
Vince Carter.
That's who I was thinking
Yeah.
of. I could see his face. He's pretty. He's a pretty man.
Good looking guy, yeah.
Yeah, good looking dude.
All right, so Sauce, we both were correct that
Yeah.
he could not get to.
That's close though.
Boney, Paul Skeens and a pitcher from the Yankees named Lewis Gill won the Rookies of the Year in each of their leagues.
Liz Gill used to be a Minnesota Twin. He was in the Twins organization.
Oh, great.
At one point. Yeah. And Skeens obviously was one of the biggest stories of the 2024 season.
Yeah, it's Skeens in high
Number
school.
1 draft pick in 2023. Ended up absolutely dominating from starting about the middle of May for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So, yeah, it's. I don't think there was a lot of surprises. There's no surprise at all on the National League side. Apparently, Gill was a fairly close finish. So.
Do you remember the scene from Muppets Take Manhattan when Kermit has amnesia, but then he's working for that advertising company and like they're all their names rhyme. So it's like, Gil, this is Jill, and Jill, this is Phil, and Phil, this is Gil. You remember that scene?
Nobody
Of course
remembers.
I do.
Fantastic.
I love Muppets
Yep.
Take Manhattan.
I love when Muppets have amnesia, you know? Just their mind is completely blank.
Yep.
Fresh start for Kermit, right? Start over.
Exactly.
Straight into advertising. Love it. He should work here.
Why is that?
In sales?
Yeah, some account reps, right? Have Kermit slinging some spots. It'd be good. What would that sound like, Sauce?
I don't think I can do a good.
Give it a shot. Why not?
I can try.
Go ahead, Hawk.
Out of office.
I am out of office today. I will be returning your call.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. The Gopher men's basketball team battles Cleveland State tonight at the Barn. The Gophers are 14.5-point favorites.
Let's go.
It's because we're such a dominant team. No, that's not why.
Barely beat the nerds from Yale.
Yeah. They are. And lost the game before to Mean Green.
That wasn't a bad loss.
It was.
No. Good loss.
They scored 14 points in the first half.
That's not good.
It was a learning experience.
Not in basketball, it's not good, no.
It was a learning experience.
Your Vikings
Hockey, it's excellent.
battle the Bears on Sunday in Chicago at noon, pregame at 10. Your Vikings have won 3 straight. They're 3.5-point road favorites. We will get our first injury report tomorrow, but as Kevin O'Connell said yesterday in his press conference, they're kind of day-to-day on Josh Oliver.
How do we feel about 3.5 points?
I would
like it should be
Anybody
more.
taking the Bears side?
Should be more.
Would anybody be taking the Bears side?
It's a tough place to play.
It is, man. I would
is
not
true.
bet that game.
You're right. Yeah, we don't have a great history there.
It's just a roll of the dice. I mean, look what with Green Bay last week.
Right?
They should have won that game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Johnny Bones, you got a roll?
I got till 8.
Okay, cool. Stick around. Why not? Vikings news is next. Marney Gellner is here. John Bonus is back from Egypt. He's here as well. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.